Emily drives slowly, streetlights reflecting in her sharp eyes. She receives a call about a theft at a nearby store. Crowd gathers outside as the shopkeeper shouts. Emily approaches, hands steady near her holster. James slips a candy bar into his hoodie pocket. He doesn't notice Emily entering. The shopkeeper yells, pointing at James. James stiffens, panic flashing across his face. Emily steps forward, calm but commanding. "Sir, I need you to stop right there." James clutches the candy bar, frozen in guilt. He mutters, "It's just food." Emily cuffs him gently, no roughness. The crowd whispers, half angry, half curious. James lowers his head, avoiding her eyes. Emily studies him with quiet curiosity. The shopkeeper demands strict punishment. Emily promises justice will be handled fairly. James sits in the back, silent. Emily glances at him in the rearview mirror. "Why risk your freedom for this?" Emily asks. James whispers, "I was hungry." That's all. His words linger in her mind, softening her. Emily drives in silence, thoughtful. Paperwork piles high on Emily's desk. James sits quietly, hoodie damp with sweat. Emily questions him gently. James reveals he has no job, no home. "I've been sleeping on benches," he admits. Emily feels an ache in her chest. Her partner scoffs. "They're all criminals." Emily frowns, choosing not to argue. "Theft is wrong," she tells James firmly. "But people aren't defined by one mistake." James lifts his head, surprised by her tone. For the first time, he sees compassion. The judge studies James with sharp eyes. Emily testifies with honesty, voice steady. She doesn't excuse the crime, but she speaks of his humanity and struggle. James listens, astonished, as she defends him. The judge leans back, considering carefully. "Community service instead of jail," the judge declares. James exhales, relief flooding his face. Emily nods softly, satisfied with the outcome. Justice, not destruction, has been served. James picks up trash, sweat glistening on his forehead. Children play nearby, unaware of his burden. Emily visits, arms folded but smiling. "You showed up," she says. James straightens, pride in his eyes. "I promised," he replies faintly. Week by week, Emily checks his progress. James rebuilds his routine with effort. His hands blister, but he doesn't quit. For once, he feels a sense of purpose. James helps paint walls, laughter around him. Emily watches from a distance, proud. Slowly, the town begins to accept him. His name whispered, less with suspicion, more with hope. One evening, James approaches Emily nervously. "Officer, can I talk to you?" She nods, stepping aside with patience. James swallows, eyes glistening. "You saw me when no one else did?" His voice cracks under the weight of gratitude. Emily's gaze softens, silence speaking volumes. She sees not a thief, but a man reborn. James continues community service, even beyond sentence. Volunteers now call him a leader. Emily's partner notices his change. Reluctantly, he admits, "Maybe you were right." Emily leans against her car, tired but proud. James walks by, carrying donated books. Their eyes meet. No cuffs, no fear, only mutual respect. "Stay out of trouble," Emily says gently. James smiles. Trouble doesn't live here anymore. The sun dips below the horizon. Weeks later, James finds a job at the store. Ironically, the same place he once stole from. Emily stops by, surprised to see him there. James grins. "Guess I finally belong." The shopkeeper, once angry, now nods with respect. Time has reshaped bitterness into trust. Emily leaves, her heart lighter. Her badge feels less like duty, more like purpose. James walks home, no hoodie, just confidence. Streetlights no longer haunt him. He remembers that night vividly, but now it feels like a turning point. Emily sits at her desk, writing her report. She pauses, thinking of James' progress. She smiles softly, whispering to herself. Justice isn't punishment, it's understanding. Children run past James as he cleans up litter. This time, he laughs with them. The thief became a man of dignity. And the officer found humanity in justice.